So you've all probably heard the saying, the rich get richer. Whilst that's mostly true, have you ever paused and asked yourself, why? Now, most people stop at the obvious answer. It's because the rich have more assets than the poor, and that's a logical conclusion to make. But assets are the end outcome. The real driver is something else, and that is debt. Okay, think about it for a second. Which country is the wealthiest and most powerful in the world? Now, which country has the most amount of debt? It's the same answer, the United States of America. But how can wealth and debt both exist on the same side of the equation? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Imagine you're worth $100 million. It's safe to say you're rich, and like most rich people, you have one main objective: to get even richer. So what do? You buy more assets, hotels, casinos, private equity, and the list goes on. But here's the catch. Most of your $100 million isn't sitting in cash. It's tied up in shares at your overvalued AI startup. So you have two options. You could sell some of your stock to free up cash, but that means a hefty tax bill and dilution in your company. Or you do what most rich people do. You go to the bank, get a loan, and use your stock as collateral. This is called a Lombard loan, and here's how it makes the rich even richer. Let's say you want $10 million. Instead of selling your shares and triggering a 20% tax bill, you take out a Lombard loan. And according to UBS, these loans have significantly lower interest rates compared to other types of unsecured loans, often anywhere between 2 to 5%. So let's go with an average of 3%. On 10 million, that's 300,000 in interest per year. But here's the important part. There's no tax, because that 10 million check isn't income, it's debt. Now suppose you invest that 10 million and generate an average annual return of 10%. That's $1 million in gains. And after covering the 300K in interest, you're still up 700K. And assuming these gains are on paper and remain unrealized, there'll again be no tax to pay. So you maintain your original 100 million net worth, avoid taxes, and continue to grow your wealth through additional investments. Then you keep repeating this cycle of buy, borrow, die, and before you know it, the rich just got richer while paying little to no tax.